Sup, Devils? J-Dawg back to answer more goddamn questions. First one in we got here is from Kyle Welch. Paid fucking review. Although he sent in the goddamn cheapskate $15. Reviews are $50. But this is kind of a, hey, check it out. I'll just give it the goddamn shot. Something in the YouTube link, which I listened to it. Well, not the whole thing, but most of it. Good evening, dog. Fan of the channel. We're a band from the Eastern Shore in Maryland. Was hoping you'd give the record a listen. Have a couple shows under our belt so far. Under your bullet belts. Was hoping best case HR would keep us in mind if anyone's ever looking for an opening band. Thanks, take care. I mean, it sounds like you kind of don't know a whole hell of a lot about the label. Because when you said opening a band, like you make it sound like we put on shows left and right. We don't. Hell's Head Bash, which was Hell's Head Bangers Fest. The last one we did was that 2016 or 2017? I'm putting on Dead by Dog with my own cash. I'm doing my very, very first one. So it's not like we're doing shows. So sounds like you kind of just stumbled across this and don't know a whole hell of a lot about us, but that's fine, whatever. Anyways, the band is called Contagion, Contagion. My first goddamn recommendation is get a goddamn new band name. There's several bands with that band name, and the main one is the old one from the Chicago area. The drummer, that was the drummer's first band, or at least is one of his first bands, from Cyanide. It's okay, doomy death metal. I thought it was kind of boring, but it's, old school shit. So, but a band was fully established with that name, so I would change your goddamn name. The things that stood out to me about it that I listened to was the vocals were very reminiscent to Chris Barnes on Tomb of the Mutilated. So fucking kudos there, because there's very few things that fucking pull that off. The best thing that pulls that off is the other Exhumed. Was it from San Francisco? The what's the fucking Severed, came out fucking officially too on a CD. I forget what the goddamn title is, but whatever. The other Exhumed, not the goddamn Exhumed gore metal one. They did one demo, well, two demos, but one is the only one that's really known for. It's got that cool ass cover too. That sounds very much like goddamn Chris Barnes from Tomb of the Mutilated. This did too, very, very reminiscent. So kudos there. That was the best part of it. I did dig the cover art. I thought the cover art was pretty cool too. Oh no, it's pretty good death metal. But those were the two things that stood out to me. Other than that, I was just like, okay, yeah, more 90s death metal that I heard a million goddamn times. So my kind of music, it's the kind of music I prefer to listen to. But it's definitely like, oh, okay. I mean, it's just another number in the scene at this point, because it's been done so many times. Robert Delezel, paid question. What's up, J-Dawg? I just want to send this for anyone that has never listened to any of the Exodus albums with Rob Dukes on vocals. Who? Shovel-Headed Kill Machine, The Atrocity Expedition, Exhibit A and B. Yeah, I don't know any of this shit, homeboy. There has been a lot of talk about how Exodus sucks after Bonded by Blood. I think people go a little hard on that, dude. That's the stance I grew up on, as Jim and Don will always say that. Only Bonded by Blood is real. Now, don't be wrong. Maybe that had some influence on me and rubbed off on me, but I would say no, because I did go to listen to Pleasure to Flesh. Pleasure to Flesh, I think overall is a pretty good album, but there's a few things. Number one, it sounds like shit. You got to crank it like a motherfucker just to hear it. The opening song, Deranged, is very good. I do think that's... Steve Souza, I think he got ripped on a little too hard. Yeah, Dawn of the Dead would say that. Kanye would say that. Even Craig, my younger brother, God, that Souza's terrible. He would get booed at karaoke. I'm like... I mean, don't be wrong. He's no goddamn the singer of whatever the fuck his name is on the original Bloodfeast singer, Kill for Pleasure. That's some fucking sick thrash vocals. But I mean, for standard just thrash, if you're talking Testament, Megadeth, shit like that, Metallica, I'm like, I mean, it works. It's not, I don't know like why he's so bad. I don't know about so bad get booed at a karaoke. My whole thing is why I didn't care for the later Exodus shit and stuff like that. That's why Pleasures kind of gets a pass. The songs like Deranged is cool. Dude, it was just cheeseball fucking party thrash. Like, for example, the song Toxic Waltz, I do know that. I'm not going to lie. That is a catchy, kind of like heavy thrash song, but it's just cringe cheese. We used to do the monkey, but now it's not cool. I mean, that right there, dude, is... I'm signing out, dude. I don't do the monkey. Like, that's just homo as fuck. And honestly, I think the best way to describe it is Big D. Watch my goddamn Big D and Scottonide video I did. It's a fan favorite 'cause it's funny. We're just fucking around. Scott and I's like 10 beers deep. I'm probably like 3 beers deep, and I don't know if Big D had any beers in him. That's just Big D's takes are just always goddamn funny. Also, man, it sucks. The only goddamn person that thinks on this planet. He said it the best for goddamn, what the fuck was I gonna say? Talking about he was talking about Entombed Wolverine Blues because Scott and I likes Wolverine Blues, and Big D's like, dude, is there ever a topic in metal that would be too gay that would just ruin the album? Something along those lines. And Scott and I's like, I guess there would be topics that would ruin the album. He's like, and I would think Wolverine would be one of them. Now, granted, Eric Allen shit, the album's not about Wolverine. Not the fucking point. I agree. That's how I attribute to goddamn Exodus. It's just like the lyrics. It's just cheeseball cringe. Like, yes, the music comes first, but I'm sorry, when you're singing along to shit, I want to sing along to goddamn Bastard of Christ. Blame it on God. That's the shit I'm into. That's partially of what got me into metal, was partially the lyrics. That's somewhat of what attracted to me of it. Doing the monkey? I mean, what's next? Because then, again, kind of like the Big D's point, is there ever a topic? What is singing about My Little Pony? Is that okay? If you have a thrash band, we're singing about My Little Pony, bro. We're singing about dressing Barbie dolls, bro. Would that not be like, dude, I'm not listening to this just based off the content of the lyrics. It's too goddamn, this ain't metal, homie. It's completely ruined. Not to mention, granted at that time, there was less, especially now, if you're kind of hearing later Exodus or whatever for, you're 20 years older, even if you're my age and you're just hearing it for the first time, some of the later shit. Dude, there's so much metal out there that be more selective. You can weed through it because you can't collect everything and buy it all and get it all. So have a little bit more of a goddamn stronger filter. And my filter is, dude, I don't do the goddamn monkey. I'm sorry, I don't. Bonded by Blood, dude, the lyrics are fucking satanic. And like harsh topics, metal goddamn topics. Doing the monkey is not. That's the biggest thing. But when I hear like the riffs and shit, can I understand why someone would like Toxic Waltz? Was that the Fabulous Disaster album? Don't know really much of the rest of it. Yeah, I get it. I mean, it's not deplorable. It's not as bad as fucking Tool or Alice in Chains or anything. But again, when you have other shit to select, if I got other thrash gems to pick, like Sacrifice, Torment, and Fire, Incubus, Serpent Temptation, Creator, Pleasure to Goddamn Kill, Blood Feast, Kill for Pleasure, first 2 Hyrax records, like, what the fuck do I need the monkey for? I don't. So I'm not getting it. But like I said, I think growing up, hearing my, Craig's and Big D and Jim's take on Souza, I think they were a little just harsh, like, he's so bad. That wasn't my stance. I'm like, this is just cheeseball. Honestly, that was the early Souza. I'm like, this is pizza thrash. I never called it pizza thrash. I always called it party thrash. It's just that fun high school party thrash that has no goddamn rough or tough topics. There's no evil to it. It's just stripped of all its goddamn just roughness. It's just sissified. Exodus, Bonded by Blood, that's man thrash. Doing the monkey? Dude, that's just kiddo fucking high school thrash. That's how I always looked at it. I agree that Souza's high-pitched style didn't help and that the 80s and 90s albums had some cheesy elements. I'm sure they did. For the most part, I don't know it. However, have you heard the albums of the 2000s? Bravo, I'd even make it that goddamn far. Like, that's literally like asking me, hey, bro, have you heard the goddamn 2000s Samael albums? No. Have you heard the 2000s Tiamat albums? No. Have you heard the 2000s Creator albums? No. I didn't make it that goddamn far. I mean, it just checked out. Once you heard those stinky ones in between, you're like, oh, the band sucks. Dude, that blows my mind. Have you heard the 2000s Metallica albums? When people bring that up, I even said it to Craig, too. I was getting kind of annoyed. That's part of the reason why I didn't always like going on Hellcast. You got fucking Eddie, that guy who's not in the metal whatsoever. He literally got in the metal 2 years prior to fucking jumping on that podcast. And prior to that, he's never even heard of Seven Churches, literally, point blank. I asked him. Never even heard of Cannibal Corpse. But yet he's on a metal podcast. Why do you think all the only bands he was bringing up was Metallica, Ghost, and Iron Maiden? Because that's all he fucking knew. He literally was at a Tool show. He was at a Stain show. Jesus fuck, dude. That just goes to show. So just total goddamn newbie fucking poser. He's bringing up Metallica and shit like that. Craig was constantly bringing up Metallica and why are you bringing this band up? Dude, they don't exist in my world. Like, I'm telling you right now, dude, if you were playing Sarcophago Iron Rye for fucking Eddie Satan, put it on, and if you walked in the goddamn room, hey, Head Dog, who are we listening to? If he had a gun to his head, he'd have no goddamn idea. Sure knew all those shitty-ass fucking later Metallicas, though. Dude, once I heard Load, I never heard anything past. Load was 1996. I heard it in 96 at 11 years old. I've told a story. Me and all my brothers knew this is terrible. So even when Craig would bring it up, I'm like, why are you still kind of like paying attention to this band? Yeah, Lars and... Who? Why do you even know who's in the band, dude? I was like, I don't. I mean, granted, I kind of do now because of this channel, because people sent me that Suicide Silence or whatever song to review. And so if you're sending a paid skis from your review shit, of course I'll do it. And I'm like, dude, this Hetfield, he's horrifically bad. But if you would have asked me 5 years ago, hey, dog, who's in Metallica? I'd be like, who? What, that band's still around? Like, why would any metalist be paying attention to that? I don't. I have zero concern. They don't even enter my mind, the band Metallica. Dude, I wouldn't watch them if they played in my living room. Fucking terrible, dude. Biggest fucking poser, backstabbing traitors in all of metal. I figured that was known facts. After that is that fucking queer boy, born-again Christian fucking wimp-a-death, Dave Mustaine. Would you interview Dave Mustaine, dog? Fuck no, dude. That born-again fucking poser? Dude, no way in fuck has that fucking poser ever listened to goddamn Blood Feast. No doubt about it. And he definitely should. He's Mr. Thrasher, and that's right in his goddamn ear. Guarantee he doesn't fucking know that shit. Garen motherfucking Teed. He walks down here, goddamn it. He walked in the shop. First, I wouldn't even know what his jackass looked like. If he walked in the goddamn door, Mr. Davey fucking Christ boy fucking Mustaine. First off, the first thing I would say is, DNL Recycling's down there, brah. I would assume he's not even in here for goddamn metal. Oh, no, dog. I'm here for the goddamn metal. And imagine I had fucking Blood Feast Kill for Pleasure on. Oh, yeah? You in here for the metal? Who we listening to right now? He wouldn't be able to know. And that's one you should know immediately, just as soon as you hear the goddamn vocals, because nobody sounds like that motherfucker. Nobody. So you don't even need to hear more than goddamn 15 seconds to know that he would have been in the room for 15 seconds. He doesn't fucking know, dude. Fucking leave on this goddamn essay. Guy talking to me about goddamn crappy later Exodus. However, have you heard the album 2000 when Rob Dukes, again, who was the singer? The Rob Dukes albums completely destroy all the Soz albums. That ain't saying much, dude. If he destroys the monkey, what's he doing? Is he doing the goddamn dragon? I mean, that ain't tough to beat. These albums are way more aggressive and have a million times more sack than the Soz albums. Again, not tough to beat, goddammit. That's like saying, dude, I got this thrash band. It's got more sack than Megadeth. The weakest goddamn thrash band of all fucking time. That ain't hard to do, homie. It's like they are a completely different band, in my opinion. Better band, great drumming. Bass sound and thrash with no 80s cheese. That leaves more goddamn 2000s crappy Exodus to you, homeboy. Eat your goddamn heart out. To me, it was a terrible decision in 2014 when they fired Dukes. Uh-oh, goddamn it, fired the goddamn Dukes. And brought back Souza. They did? Didn't even know that guy was still alive. Apparently he was fired when shitbag Chuck Billy became part of Exodus management team. He was? Isn't that the guy that said, what would James Hetfield do? Tells me everything I need to goddamn know. Why the fuck would you be caring what that fucking fool's doing? Chuck Billy must have been wondering how to make Exodus shittier and wimpier when he wasn't worrying about, hell, there you go. What would James Hetfield do? Yeah, I mean, dude, again, all these guys are just, I mean, kind of just irrelevant to me in my world. Now, Chuck, Billy, would I interview him? Yeah, because at least Testament stayed respectable and shit. But in the all in all, again, this goes for, I'm not going to mention too many other names. Guys I'm super fan. Let's say Venom. Let's say predecessors trying to get those goddamn interviews. But I've said it before. Dude, they don't live, they're not into metal, dude. They're doing this for money at this point. It's 100% for fucking money. Slayer, those guys don't listen to fucking metal. Chuck Billy doesn't listen to metal. None of the guys, Gary Holt and they don't listen to metal, dude. Best case scenario, dude. Best, and I mean absolute fucking 100% best, is they listen to fucking Black Sabbath, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, maybe like Metallica, Kill 'Em All, maybe Slayer, Show No Mercy. That's goddamn pushing it, dude. Kronos, same goddamn thing, dude. I could guarantee you, dude, Kronos does not... You're lucky if that guy listens to Kill 'Em All. He's listening to fucking 60s and 70s rock. That's all he's listening to, I'm telling you. Which is fine, I don't care. But what I'm getting at is metal is a big part of my life. It's my interest. I'm only have any affiliation with them in my life, those guys, because of metal music. Hence, they're creators of it. But outside that, there's nothing else to talk because they're not into it at all. They're doing it strictly as a job. Well, yeah, you do it as a job too, dog. The difference is, dum-dum, if you walk in here or whatever, there's a good chance I'm definitely playing fucking metal. 100%. If there's anything on the player, whether you see me in my car, my house, unless it's dead silence, there's no music at a time, anywhere, I'm playing real goddamn fucking metal. That's the difference at all fucking times. I'm not listening to dumbass goddamn Roverfest. I'm not listening to goddamn dumbass fucking Joe Rogan. No, it's fucking metal. The difference is they're not at all. Zero, zilch, 100% guaranteed they're not. So in the all in all, you take that paycheck away, dude, they wouldn't be in this scene whatsoever. 100% out of it. Completely out of it. As opposed to some of the smaller bands that, like, let's say an Incantation. If you took away the paycheck, do I think John McAtee would still do Incantation? Probably not, and nor do I blame him. The guy's well into his 50 years old. He's not going to be putting all that goddamn elbow grease in for no goddamn money, and he already did everything he has to do. But the difference is, I know for a 100% fact, John McAtee is still listening to goddamn metal, and even little things like, for example, like if a band that he likes, let's say Manowar or something, I think he likes them a lot, if they come to his town, he's going on his own time. Chuck Billy, what metal band is he going to see on his own time? Zero. Not, I'm going because my homies put me on the list and I'm just going to hang there and have some brews. No, the bands that he actually likes, none. And again, do I give a fuck? No, I don't give a shit what grown men listen to. But the fucking point being, when it comes to their takes on anything in this scene, it's completely useless. They're not even in this. Kronos is the king of metal. No, he's one of the king originators, and what he did was awesome. His creation was awesome. But he himself, I can promise you, dude, I would put 10 grand on the table, dude. He wouldn't be able to identify Sarcophago INRI. But by most of the people that you watching this, you would consider, most of you watching this, I'm not talking about these retards in the comments. What do you mean you don't like Alice in Chains? No, because anybody that listens to Sarcophago ain't saying stupid shit like that. But so most of you would say anybody that doesn't know INRI is a fucking poser. I have a very good idea to, guess to say that 50% of you watching this, you would say something along those lines. Well, I can guarantee, I would bet 10 grand Kronos would not be able to identify. No, he's heard it, dog. He might have heard it because someone's played it for him. But again, identify it. He walks into Hells. I have it on the player. We don't preface it or nothing. Tell them, listen a few songs in. We're on, by the time we're on the song Nightmare, you definitely should know who the fuck we're listening to by then. Hey, Kronos, who we listening to? You think he's like, Sarcophago, bro, of course, first album, love it, listen to it all the time. You think that's going to be his response? It's going to be, I don't know, bro. It's 100% what it's going to fucking be. Just saying. Fucking leave on this goddamn essay. What would you, okay, last goddamn one. Let's get this, that's a longie, goddammit. Let's check out this quick goddamn order question from Derek Kowalski. Hey, J-Dog, Joe, Jesus fucking Christ, man, you guys can't type for shit. Here's what these guys type in, dude. Hey, J-Dog, Joe's, the name Joe with apostrophe S, this for a big boy order. I'm going to make an educated assumption you meant, how's this for a big boy order? I don't recall. Was it over $250? $250 prior to shipping. That's what I consider big boy and up. If it was anything less than that to me is not a big boy order. Who have you seen sell out that you least likely thought would do so? That's a pretty good question, actually. Also, for people today, who would you first push into your crocodile pits? So who's a band that sold out that I never thought would? There's a huge difference too, dude. Let's first off, I can't really think of anybody, But again, let's define selling out. Getting popular, doing what you set out to do is not selling out. All you fucking fucktard sloth from the Goonies, fucking idiots that say bands like Cannibal Corpse, Deicide, fucking Toxic Holocaust sold out. How? How is that selling out? They got popular. They're not underground. I agree with that. Selling out is literally what Metallica did. Putting out a Load album. Literally on that album, they cut their fucking hair and water their shit down like a motherfucker. Whether you like it or not, you could all agree that it's severely watered down. Why do you think they did that? To sell more records, to have more mainstream appeal. Megadeth, same fucking shit. That is a sellout band. You can argue, and granted, I like those records, but I don't remember the time. You can argue Carcass is a sellout band. Heartwork, I think Heartwork's a great album. No Love Lost, I think that song kind of blows, but the rest of it's fucking great. The title track, Heartwork, is literally amazeballs. But it is a watered down, more radio friendly music that, especially the first two, let's cut the shit. What do you think that was for? It was to move more records. Now they were successful at doing it. That is selling out. That's me being unbiased. Hell, fucking Jeff Walker, cool as fuck, did an interview with him. Probably just fucked up my second interview saying that, goddammit. And I listen to them and I like them and I stand up for those albums. I even like Swan Song. But that is selling out. Cannibal Corpse is not selling out. Still blasting drums, growling vocals, down two guitars, still singing about murdering people and zombies. From day fucking one, eating back to life today. That is not selling out. Even if they are less popular than Carcass. What do you mean? So Carcass is a sellout band, but Carcass isn't as big as Cannibal. I didn't say that, dummy. No shit, because you don't know the definition of sellout. Just like, oh, you fucking bubbles, morons, don't know the definition of overrated either. You all get that wrong, too. So-and-so is overrated. With a band nobody talks about? How the fuck do you figure? Bolt Thrower, I'm sorry, is a.k.a. Woke Thrower, is overrated. Because everybody and their mom talks about it. Fucking goddamn, when you stock shit, it sells out like that. As a business, I love it. And it's just very okay. The covers suck. The logo sucks. The band logo and band name fucking sucks. Doesn't represent death metal at all. You put it on, you're like, it's okay. It's not very aggressive. It's got some cool riffs here and there, and I do like it. But it's just very, very, especially if you're comparing it to the first Bolt Thrower compared to Deicide. I'm sorry, if you want to compare apples to apples, first album to first album, you're out of your fucking mind. You're literally stoned on goddamn meth, heroin, coke, fucking shrooms all at once. It's at the highest goddamn maximum dose. If you think that's fucking anything by Bolt Thrower is better than the first Deicide, you just flat out fucking are. That's overrated. But as far as sold outs, that I didn't think so. I mean, I can't think of anybody. There's bands that got popular. They didn't sell out either because they didn't do anything different. They just got popular overnight. A band that got popular as fuck that I would have never guessed is Mortician. 100% Mortician. Dude, I remember when, again, going to see them at the shows. Nobody there. Baxter said it on camera, too. I watch my, I think it was my first Brutal Baxter video. Brian, back in, it was at first or second. We'll watch both of them. God damn it, they're both good. The guy's funny as fuck. Got to get part 3 going with them. Remember the TISH back in the days? 99, 2000, 2001. How many people were at a TISH show? Oh, I don't know, bro. 30? Right. Exactly. Now you go there 200 or so. So I would have never guessed. And not to mention, Mortician Hacked Up for Barbecue, 2005. That's the first vinyl pressing in existence on Hell's Headbangers, of goddamn course, with those thick-ass, clean-ass, hard as a goddamn fucking iron safe, Stoughton covers. Get that. Not the second pressing we did, which is nice too, but the first pressing, the best, 2005 pressing. Dude, that was a slow mover. That took a couple years to sell out. But by the time we got up to doing Darkest Day of Horror and shit, because we were the first ones to put out every Mortician release on vinyl, including Final Bloodbath Session and including Zombie Massacre Live. We did every single TISH release on fucking vinyl. Every single one of them. But by the time we got up to around Darkest Day and shit, that's when the TISH boom was fucking happening. They started selling really fucking fast because it was years later by the time we got all of them. We didn't just do them in a row like a year apart. Well, I can tell you this for a fucking fact. I think every one of you Mortician fans could understand this, would agree, whether you like it more or not. Hacked Up for Barbecue, hence the first one we put out, is a more popular album than Darkest Day of Horror. Would you not agree with that? I think most of you would agree with that. That's safe to say. By the time we did Darkest Day outsold it way fucking faster. I remember that thing flew out the door. It was sold out in probably 3 months. Sold out. Not even exaggerating. Probably 3 months completely sold out. Hacked Up took over 2 years. So I didn't expect that. But that's not them selling out. They didn't do anything. That's just because all these fucking TikTok fucking homos that got into them that they will not be listening to the band 10 years from now. So as far as business, it was fucking awesome. As far as who's I pushing my crocodile pit, oh, dude, there's all kinds of fucking people that deserve the goddamn crocodile pit. I mean, as far as on a personal reference, I'm probably not gonna throw out any goddamn names. That's not gonna help me out at all. But as far as names that you all know, any of the main politicians for sure, the shitbag politicians, rulers of this earth, rulers of the major countries, whether it's been Russia, China, all them, that's crocodile pit. How do you know, dog? You don't fall. I don't need to. The only scumbags get to that goddamn level. Bill Gates would be another one. That guy's a total scumbag piece of shit, no doubt about it. He's 100% worthy of the crocodile pit. So names like that. And then probably anyone on death row. Why am I paying for their goddamn ass or taxes? Just throw them in the goddamn crocodile pit. Yeah, any rapists, pedophiles convicted, that's automatic crocodile pit. So that's who the dog would pull the goddamn trigger on if he had the ability to do so. That's what that'd be his selection. Come to insurance, you know what to do. But the guy back podcast break in the morning, and don't forget them goddamn paid skis. It's in the goddamn description box. Bubbles, send it to that email. You can ask the dog anything you goddamn want, anything at all. Who he wants to put in his crocodile pit, even just like Derek fucking just asked. Get your dead by dog ticket. I better see your ass there. Dude, we're 6 months out, homie. It's going to be here before you know it. Best fest of the year. No doubt about it, goddamn. Let's get to hang out with the dog. Talk to the dog. Ask him whatever you want in person. Anything. Going to be best at the best goddamn club ever. And get your goddamn J-Dog slogan shirt. All in the description box. Later, goddamn it.